watching a movie or a TV show and thought, damn, that food looks good. Well, a few months ago, I was watching a movie called Chef, another Jon Favreau masterpiece. Do yourself a favor and watch it. The whole plot is centered around this one sandwich, the Cubano. And while watching, I thought, I wish somebody around here would take that exact recipe and put it on their menu. And then I thought, oh snap, I own a restaurant. I'm gonna do that. So I did that. In my search for a breakdown on how to perfect the recipe, I came across this page called Binging with Babish. Dude is the king of online cooking. The king. In fact, he's the only YouTube channel that Lucky Duck Pub is subscribed to.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish.
So, in my best Babish fashion, I made a little video on how we prepare our Cubano. Hope you enjoy. We start with a bone-in pork shoulder. Always glove up after washing your hands, then use a cut glove because, you know, safety, and also makes me kind of feel like Thanos. We trim off the fat cap before cutting the meat in half, which I'll explain why later, and then we use a cross-hatch pattern to score it, allowing the brine to really sink in. This is actually the same cut of meat that we use for our pulled pork, but instead of smoking it, we roast it in the oven. Now we're going to make our brine, starting with OJ and saving a little bit for later. Mix in water, rice wine vinegar, and a spiced rum of your choice. I went with Sailor Jerry because I like the logo. Next up, we're going to long pour some kosher salt and then add life's secret ingredient, dark brown sugar. Bloop. Get set to finally mince a couple garlic knobs, but then put that knife down and realize you thought ahead. You're looking at a bag of premium pre-peeled garlic cloves. We'll call that life hack number 1. Life hack number 2, get a garlic crusher. Crushing it! To finish off the brine, we'll be chopping up most of our garden using a few stems of oregano, rosemary, thyme, sage, and 1, 2, 3 bay leaves. If you've been counting at home, that's 12 ingredients we've added to our mixing bowl before whipping them all together while holding the whisk as awkward as possible. Honestly, I look like a velociraptor trying to open a door for the first time. And now the moment when we introduce this orchestra of flavors to the pork. Ba 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 ba. Now that the meat is fully submerged, we cover and refrigerate until the following day. While you're waiting, find that leftover orange juice and make the most of your downtime. Hashtag dad joke. I wouldn't blame you if you stopped watching now. It's the next day and I'm wearing the same shirt, so what? We're here to focus on the mojo marinade. Start with olive oil and the zest from 6 limes and 3 oranges that your manager prepped the night before. I believe that's life hack number 3. We're also going to want the juice from said fruit and every square inch zested, so give me a minute to squeeze and double check my manager's work. I'm going to chop up more cilantro than I ever thought I'd need in my life, a few more oregano stems, and some mint leaves that smell just lovely. You'll also notice I've been wearing the cut glove during this time because I am inevitable. By the way, that was cumin, pepper, and salt that was added at the end. The pig's done soaking, so we're going to introduce it to this next level of marination. The thing we like so much about the mojo is that it acts as a rub and marinade simultaneously. That's why we cut the shoulder in half in the first place, to create more edges, more bark, more good stuff. Oh, and this is a good moment. Watch as I forget to add garlic to the marinade and the impending scramble to right the error of my ways. Yeesh. Thank God for the crusher. We're back on track, so we cover and refrigerate for a couple hours, but thanks to the glory of video editing, it's instantaneous for you. We gently place our champions on a covered wired rack, then use a basting brush, not because we have to, but because it makes it look like we know what we're doing. We bake the double marinated citrus-infused garlic glazed pork in our convection oven at 325 until the core temperature is 165, timing the finale perfectly with our Saturday night dinner rush. And if you follow that playbook, there's only one possible reaction that your friends, family, and hopefully customers will have when trying it, and it looks something like this. But don't call it a day just yet. We still gotta slice it up, give it some sizzle, press the bread, stack the sandwich, add the ham, layer the cheese, melt the cheese, spread the mustard, and line up the pickles. And then once you cap it off and cut it in half in slow motion for dramatic effect, you now have all the tools needed to make your very own Cubano. But you're probably thinking, that's a lot of work for one sandwich. Yep. So let us make it. That's life hack number 4.
have to try this.